post-hip hop dance plus classical music is classic hip hop. Hip hop is nearly 40 years old, so hip hop is the new classic American musical and dance form. For me, it isn't so far-fetched to also be thinking about hip-hop music and culture and dance with the same critical and academic lens that we apply to orchestral music or symphonic music. At one point, Stravinsky, composed a ballet that set off riots in the Champs-Élysées in Paris, right? Classical music has also been the music of resistance, right? Just like hip hop, a great American form, has also been a soundtrack for resistance and political awakening for an entire generation.
In regards to hip hop was no different than rock and roll and funk. It was just a new generation, the same spirit saying you're free, you have choice, you're not limited.
When I was 5 years old, I wanted my violin to be everything. I had to find a way to make my violin cool, like a bass. I wanted my violin to be a drum kit, bass, snare, rim shot, bongos. I had to find a way to make my violin represent who I am.
Part of what classic hip hop represents is a move towards the popular vote, a move towards ideological diversity and populist forms.
Okay, don't just be a violinist, be an actor, be a dancer, be the CEO of a company.
We're able to cross boundaries in unprecedented ways without really thinking too hard about it. And I think that's what classic hip hop does. Jazz and other improvisational forms are often taught to be exotic and in the moment, less cerebral perhaps than more formally composed forms.
But are we all guilty of absurd rhymes and reasons for other people's madness? Who knows? Maybe their spirit called.
But it's not just cosmetic, it's also, for me, deeply cerebral. It makes a commentary about a kind of body intelligence that I think is underrepresented and under-celebrated in contemporary art.
Hip-hop dancers are like jazz musicians. Yeah. None of them are the same. They will have different variations on top of variations, like tapestry.
If these young men and these young women did the same movement at a spot like Yerba Buena Center, we would call it contemporary dance without flinching. And perhaps even if they perform the same movement to different music, we would call it modern choreography without thinking twice about it. So classic hip hop fulfills that vision, I think. It fulfills that dream for me of thinking about post-hip hop movement vocabulary in new ways by introducing that vocabulary within the paradigm of classical music. So post-hip hop dance plus classical music is classic hip hop.